Wendy Rahamat, and I'm here in Icacos this morning, which is known for its wetlands and also for its coconut plantations. And I am here on the Constant Estate Coconut Plantation, which is part of the Agostini Estate as well. I'm here speaking with Mr. Abdiel Mahabir, who is the manager on this estate, and we're going to learn all about the processing of coconuts into coconut oil. I'm standing here actually on the old, in front of the old factory. So Abdiel, thanks a lot today for giving us your time.
Yeah.
Tell us about when this estate started and the coconut industry started.
I can't tell you directly the accurate point. I can tell you about from when I know about 11 years. I was 11 years about that time.
Okay, and with this old factory, tell me what were they processing here?
The copra, the coconut dry in the dryer, then to the factory to make the oil. And then from here they had lines, train lines pass to go to the beach, where the boat used to come and pick it up on the outside there.
So what?
And then to take it to town.
So tell us, what is exactly copra?
Copra is the coconut when we crack it and we extract it from the
shell.
And then we bring it here into the dryer to dry it.
So that's the coconut meat is what you call the copra?
Yeah.
That's the same thing we would grate and make coconut tarts with,
Yeah.
and eat and make coconut milk with.
Yeah.
So copra and coconut meat is much the same thing, right?
Copra
Yeah.
and the milk coconut is too different. It only becomes copra when it dry.
Okay.
So when it go to the dryer and dry, then it becomes copra.
Okay.
But other than that, it is the normal flesh, the raw flesh we take to make the extract to make the virgin oil and the traditional oil.
Thank you for that correction, because I was thinking that the copra was the actual meat that we extract. So that meat then goes into a drying machine. How is that done? Like, what's the machinery for drying? Okay, long time days, well, they were dried in the sun?
Yeah,
or?
long time we was right in the copra house where all now that is water and that's it.
Yeah, because I see there's been
Now
massive
we use
erosion.
this machinery inside there,
Okay.
work with diesel
Right.
and fire
Okay.
and just blow the heat into
The heat.
and it just dries from the underneath.
Right, and
up
then
to a certain temperature.
right, so then it becomes copra.
Then it becomes
And then
copra.
that goes into the factory and gets
into
pressed.
powder spade.
Okay, into the factory there.
Yeah.
So what's the process today in making oil? You could take me through that process?
Yeah. We get the nuts, we collect the nuts from the field. From in the field to the cracking machine up the road.
Right.
From in the cracking machine we pay to cut and extract.
So the cracking machine cracks the dried coconut,
Yeah.
and the copra is extracted manually, right?
Yes.
Right, okay.
And we bring it into the factory. We just supply the copra
Right.
to them to get the oil.
Great. Great, so thanks. So let's go and check and see how they're doing some of that extraction today.
Okay, thanks. Sure.
After the extraction process, the coconut is heat dried, pressed to remove the oil. This is then refined to make refined coconut oil. Or the oil is extracted using the undried coconuts and a cold extraction method to make virgin coconut oil. Well, now we're here on the coconut plantation. Of course, we're going to be cooking something with coconut. And so I decided to fry some chicken fingers for you today, and we're going to coat that in a mixture of some grated coconut, freshly grated coconut, and of course fry that in some coconut oil. So first up, I've got some stripped up chicken here, and I'm going to marinate this with a good bit of bitters, because the regular bitters has all those wonderful spices in there that's going to go very well with the coconut and the lovely dip we have to go with it after. So I've got some bitters on my chicken, and I'm going to add some basic red pepper sauce. And this really marinates chicken really nicely. You don't really need anything else but that. I'm going to just move this around here. And this is going to marinate for about, you can marinate this overnight or for about 20 minutes or so. And when this happens, we're going to bread this all up. So let's start to bread this all up now. I've got a mixture here of some cracker crumbs and some freshly grated coconut, and of course some flour and some eggs. So we always do the three-step process, right? That just makes sure that all the mixture sticks onto the chicken and doesn't fall off when you put it into the oil. I've got some salt here. I'm going to salt up everything. And first up, I want to put my chicken into the flour. After the flour, I'll put it into the egg, and that just makes sure it makes a surface that's gluey, so that when we put it into our crumbs, the crumbs just stay onto the chicken, just like so. And then we place it over here until we're ready to fry that up. And you know, the great thing about frying in coconut oil is not only is it a healthy oil for you, it isn't absorbed into whatever you're frying, so it's a very dry way to fry, so you get a really nice crunchy texture. Flour, egg, and the crumbs and coconuts. So I'm just finishing up my really easy coconut fried chicken. Again, that's the last part of the chicken into the coconut and cracker crumb mixture. And I'm just going to put my wok on to heat. So before I do that, I'm throwing some coconut oil in here. There we go, that should do it. Let's get this on here now. So that's a big fire, so that's going to heat up really quickly for us. Let's get our chicken frying now. So this is really hot. This is going to fry really fast. I used chicken breast today, which really cooks up a lot faster. So we're going to work really fast now. So we can do that in one go today. There we go. Okay. Got my paper towels here. And got to turn these around. That looks gorgeous already. Yum. Cooking in coconut oil is very healthy. Actually, using coconut oil is healthy because of the lauric acid. It's got fat burning properties. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's alleged to reduce cholesterol. There are lots of benefits. One of the main ones I think is cooking with it and the way your body absorbs and uses coconut oil, which is a lot different to regular hydrogenated oil. It's not a hydrogenated oil at all. So that is beautiful. Look at how golden and gorgeous that is already. So I'm going to take those out now. A few more minutes just to make sure they get nice and golden. Cooking on a fast fire works when it's something that can cook fast for you, right? Like frying. Okay, that's good now. So that's ready. So we're going to go and prepare a really delicious quick dip to go with this. So now look at how gorgeous these look. I mean, you can enjoy them just like that. This is amazing if you want to have an order for a party or even for a quick lunch. For anybody, kids would love this. The coconut in it just crunches it up and brings in so much really big flavor. So you can bring a whole dish together and use everything coconut. We use the coconut to coat the chicken. We use coconut to fry the oil in. If you had a salad, you can dress in it one of the flavored coconut oils. If you're making a rice dish to go with it, you could of course cook it in coconut milk. So you can actually create a whole meal with everything from the coconut. And I am a real coconut lover. So I just think this is great. And you could also use this for fish. You can use it for shrimp as well. So, you know, as I say, cooking is not bounded by, it's not, you know, there are no boundaries. Just let your imagination run. So I'm going to create a really delicious dip here for you today. In here I've got some really Thai sweet chili sauce, which I mixed up today. And with that I put some vinegar and I put some pepper and I also put some soy sauce. So of course this hot and sweet is going to go really nice with the crunchiness and the sweetness of the coconut on the shrimp as well, and the savoriness of the batter and the shrimp. So I'm going to put this in here. And what I'm going to stir into that is some orange bitters, because the orange is going to go beautifully with the chili sauce. And I'm going to put some regular bitters as well. You know, you can mix up your bitters. You don't only just have to use one, because this is just magical as well with respect to the flavor that it brings. And I think, you know, we should really try and incorporate all these wonderful local flavors we have more into our cooking. So that's it. We're just going to put my chicken fingers on there now. My coconut crusted chicken fingers with our spicy chili sauce. I hope you had a great time. I did, right here in Icacos, and I'll see you next time.